Hello again fifth primary students. أهلا بكم طلبات الصف الخامس الابتدائي في مراجعة جديدة في مادة الرياضيات تحت رعاية وإشراف وزارة التربية والتعليم. Now we'll start with fill in the space. We have several questions and we want you to choose the right symbol to fill in the spaces. So we have belong to, does not belong to, subset and not subset. And I need you to choose the right symbol for every question. Okay? Now, the first one. I have first, you need to decide on whether you're going to use subset and not subset or belong and does not belong. So if the relation is between two sets, then I will use subset and not subset. If the relation is between an element and a set, then I will choose between belong to or does not belong to. Okay, then the first thing I do is to check two sets or an element and a set. So here in letter A, I have the set of elements 2 and 3 and the set of elements 1, 2, and 3. Two sets, then subset and not subset. The second step is to see if the elements, all the elements in the first set are in the second set or no. Here the 2 and 3, yes, both of them are in the second set, then it is subset. Now letter B, the set of elements 1 and 2 and the set of elements 2, 3, and 4. Again, two sets, then I'll choose either subset or not subset. 1 and 2, الاثنين موجودين in the set of elements 2, 3, and 4? No. ال1 مش موجودة. And we said before, even if only one element is not there, then it's not a part of the other set. So it's not subset. Now, letter C, B, element B, and the set of elements B and C. Here it's an element and a set. So I choose either between belong to or does not belong to. Then the second step to see if this element is in the set that we are dealing with or no. Yes, B is in there, so it is belong to. Now letter D, two sets, then subset and not subset. Here the element 3, the set of element 3, is it a part of the set 1, 3, and 2? Yes, then the answer is subset. Now, letter E, the set of elements A and B and the set of elements B and A, هما الاثنين are identical, توأم. So it is subset. Okay, they are subset of each other. Letter F, 1 and the set of elements 10 and 0. First, belong and does not belong to because it is a relation between an element and a set. Second, the 1, does it belong to 10 and 0? No. So it does not belong to. Now, letter G, the element 2 and the set 22 and 44. Okay, it's belong to or does not belong to. Now, the 2, is it a part of 22 and 44? No. Even if I have the digit 2 in the number 22, but still they are different. ال2 حاجة وال22 حاجة تانية. Then it does not belong to. Now letter H, I have two sets, then it is subset and not subset. And I'll check here. The first set is 22 and the second set is 2. Then the first set is not subset of the second set. Now let's move to another question. Okay, I have here a circle. Its name is M or circle M, where I have some data on the circle and I need to use these data to fill in the empty spaces. The first question, here he wants the name of the longest chord. Remember, what is the longest chord in a circle? Yes, it's diameter. So here AB is my diameter because it is a chord that passes through the center of the circle. So it is the longest chord, then the answer will be AB line segment. Now letter B. What is a chord here in my circle? Of course, I have many chords, but since they are not diameters or radii, then I'll choose any other chord on the circle. So here, CB is a chord in my circle. Then the answer is CB line segment. Now, letter C. What is called a radius here in my circle? If you look carefully on the circle or to the circle, you will see that we have several radii. I don't have only one radius. I have several radii here. A radius is half the diameter, and it is a point that joins the center of my circle to any other point on the circumference of my circle. So here I have MB, MA, and MC. The three of them are radii of this circle. So I have MB, MA, and MC. Now I want to know the length of AB line segment here. How can I get it? We know that a diameter is double the length of a radius. And if I look to the circle here, I will find that I have the length of one of the radii of the circle, which is MC. It is equals to 4 centimeter. Then AB, my diameter, is equals to 4 times 2. So it is equals to 8. Now, letter E, MB, I want to know the length of MB, and MB, MA, MC are radii. All of them are equal in length. So MB is equal to MC is equal to 4 centimeters. Now, let's move to another question. If we spin this spinner 120 times, I want you to predict the following. Letter A, the number of times the spinner will land on the number 2. And if I spin it 120 times, what do I get? The second thing, the number of times the spinner will land on an even number which is less than 6. If I spin it 120 times. Let's go to the board to see what we get. Here, this is my spinner. I have here the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. To answer this question, first I have to get the sample space. So my sample space here is the set of elements, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. The probability of getting the outcomes is 6. So number of S equals 6. Now I can start to answer this question. So here, the number of times the spinner will land on 2. Here I have 2 how many times in the spinner? I have the 2 only 1 time in the spinner. So the probability of landing on 2 is 1 out of how many outcomes? It's 1 over 6. So the probability of landing in 2 is 1 over 6. Type. If I spin it 120 times, not only 1 time, so it will be 120 times 1 over 6, and then I will simplify the 6 with 120, so the answer will be 20 times. Okay, letter B. Now, the number of times the spinner will land on an even number less than 6. طيب ايه الايفن نمبرز اصلا الموجوده عندي هنا في السبينر ده؟ عندي 2 4 and 6. هو حدد ان هو عايز الايفن نمبرز الاقل من 6, so I have the 2 and the 4 only. I mean 2 only. So here it will be 120 times 2 over كل النمبرز اللي عندي اللي هي 6. So again I simplify them together. The 6 divided 6 is 1. 120 divided 6 is 20. So 20 times 2 is 40 times. Okay, that's it for this question. Let's go back and continue. Answer the following. From the opposite figure, I want to find the following. I want to find x intersects y and x complement. Okay, I have a Venn diagram, a universal set, which is made up of the set of elements 2, 3, 1, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I have the set y 2, 3, 1, 4, and the set x 1, 4, and 5, and outside flying مع نفسهم 6 and 7. Now I want to get the answer of x intersects y. Then I want the common elements between x and y, which is here, or which are here, the set of elements 1 and 4. Okay, x complement, I need now x complement. It means any set of elements other than x. أي elements موجودة عندي هنا في اليو بس مش موجودة في الx. So it will be the set of elements 2, 3, 6, and 7. Okay, now choose the correct answer. 7.5 divided by 100. Divided. Do I move to the right hand side or the left hand side? Divided, of course, I move to the left hand side. Type. How many decimal places I'm going to move to the left hand side? 2 places, because I have 2 zeros in the 100. So I will move the decimal place here. I'll move the decimal place here 1 place, then another place. طيب ما عنديش حاجة تاني عند ال 7. هو 7 بس 1 place. Then I will put a 0 in the other place. So the answer will be 0.075. Okay, I'll move to the second question. 1 over 2 times 1 over 3. They are in their simplest form, so I multiply immediately. So 1 times 1 is 1, and 2 times 3 is 6. So the answer is 1 over 6. Number 3, the number of subsets for the set 1 and 2, or the set of elements 1 and 2. طيب نعد مع بعض. دلوقتي أنا عندي set of elements 1 and 2. طيب ال number of subsets بتوعها إيه؟ set of elements 1 and 2 ادي كده واحدة من السبسيتس بتوعها. الset of element 1 واحدة من السبسيتس بتوعها. الset of element 2 كمان واحدة من السبسيتس بتوعها. طيب احنا كده خلصنا؟ لا احنا كده ما خلصناش، عشان احنا نسينا انه في الempty set او الفاي الهوا دي subset of any set. فيبقى عندي هنا الانسر is 4 subsets of the set of elements 1 and 2. Now let's move to number 4. 9 1 over 8. Approximately what to the nearest hundredths, or 0.01. 1 over 8 هعملها باللong division، هتطلع عندي plus 9 تبقى 9.125. خلاص جبنا الانسر. هعملها to the nearest hundredths اللي هي عندي هنا 2. طيب جار ال 2 ال 5. Is it strong or weak? Strong. Then the 2 will grow. Then the answer is 9.13. Question 5. 7.35 times 6.2 and 73.5 times 6.2. Which is bigger? ولا الاتنين equal to each other؟ ولا ايه؟ I multiply both numbers by each other. I get the answer, then I compare. طيب. The answer for the first one is 45.570. The answer for the second number is 455.70. Okay? Then which is bigger? The second number, of course, is bigger. So I'll choose the first sign. Now question 6. The number of altitudes of the right angle triangle. أيا كان نوع التراينجل اللي عندي، احنا اتفقنا انه any triangle has 3 altitudes. اللي بيختلف عندنا where the 3 altitudes meet. إنما the number of altitudes ثابت في أي triangle. So here the answer is 3. Number 7, 7.328 times what equals 732.8. Times, we move to the right hand side. طيب هنا احنا حركنا الديسيمال point how many places؟ زي ما انتوا شايفين احنا حركناها 2 places, which means that I have 2 zeros, then it's multiply by 100. Now another question, complete. Number 1, 6.3492, and I want to approximate it to the nearest 1 over 1000 or to the nearest thousands. هنا ال thousands digit is the 9. Then the neighbor is the 2. طيب ال 2 دي قوية ولا ضعيفة؟ It is weak. So the 9 remains as it is and the 2 will be turned to 0. لما بيبقى ال 0 بعد ال decimal point I can put it or erase it. So here it's 6.349 أو 6.3490 اللي بيريحكم. Then here the second question, if 5 and x, the set of elements 5 and x is equals to the set of elements 8 and y, then x equals what and y equals what. هبدل، هشوف هنا اللي موجود هيبقى بتاع اللي الناحية التانية واللي مش موجود يبقى هوصلهم ببعض. So here ال 5 هتبقى مكان ال y وال 8 هتبقى مكان ال x. So the x will be equals to 8 and y will be equals to 5. لو جربنا وشلنا ال x وال y وحطينا مكانهم ال numbers دي هنلاقي إنه ال two sets are equal. Now question 3, 7.3 times 0.5. Of course I multiplied the 7 or the 73 times ال 5 وبعد ما بحصل على ال answer بتاعتي أنا بحط decimal point بعد 2 places from my right hand side. So it will be 365. Then I will put the decimal places after decimal points, after 2 decimal places from my right hand side. So the answer will be 3.65. Now number 4, a diameter is a chord that, definition, a diameter is a chord that it does what? It passes through the center of a circle. Now question 5, when tossing a coin once, then the probability of appearing a head, أنا ما عنديش غير head and tail. So either a head or a tail, so 50-50. So the probability of appearing a head is 1 over 2 or 50%. Number 6, 5 over 9 times what equals 1? Of course, get the reciprocal عشان when I simplify all the numerators and denominators together يبقى كل اللي عندي 1. So 5 over 9 times العكس بتاعها 9 over 5. When I simplify all of them together I'll get 1. So here number 7, the altitudes of the acute angled triangle intersect at one point where in the triangle. زي ما قلنا regardless the type of the triangle that I have is, I have 3 altitudes in any type of a triangle. What differs here is where these altitudes meet. So we said that in an obtuse angle triangle, the 3 altitudes, they meet at a point outside the triangle. In a right angle triangle, the 3 altitudes, they meet at a point at the corner of my triangle where the 90 degrees angle is. And in an acute angle triangle, I have the 3 altitudes meeting at a point inside my triangle. Number 8, the set of elements 3 and 7 union the set of elements 7 and 9 in the set of elements 3, 7, and 9 because I don't repeat the common factors or the common elements. And now to another question. Answer the following. Here, if I have the universal set of elements 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, set X equals the elements 2 and 3, and set Y equals 1, 3, and 5. And I want you to represent these sets by a Venn diagram and to find X union Y and X intersects Y. Let's go to the board to draw this together and answer the questions. Okay, now let's answer our question here. We want to draw a Venn diagram for the following sets and then get the answer for X union Y and X intersects Y. So first, to draw a Venn diagram with a universal set, I have a rectangle or a square, a box anyways, and then this box's name is U or universal set. This is the universal set, the mother of all sets. And inside the universal set, I have the two sets X and Y. Before I draw them, I have to check if they have anything common between them. And if you see here, or if you look, you will find that both of them, they have the element 3, it's common. So both sets intersects in 3. So this is X and Y. Now I will put the elements of every set in its right place. So the set X, I have 2 and 3 common with the set Y, and set Y have now 1 and 5. Then X has 2 and 3 and Y has 1, 3, and 5. Then what's left for me from U is 4, as you see. So now we have put all the elements that we have in this question, which are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, each element in its place. Okay. That's it for the Venn diagram. We have drawn it now. Then we will move to answering our questions. We have X intersects Y equals and X union Y equals. Okay, X intersects Y is the common elements between X and Y. And as you see here, our common element, it's only one, which is 3. So X intersects Y in the set of element 3, and X union Y, it means all the elements in X and Y without repeating the common elements. So it is the set of elements 2, 3, 1, and 5. Okay, that's it for this question. Let's go back to finish our work. Okay, now to the last question. Answer the following. Draw the triangle XYZ in which XY equals 4 centimeters, XZ equals 3 centimeters, and YZ equals 5 centimeters. Then draw the height XL perpendicular on YZ and find the length of XL. Okay, before I draw a triangle, given its 3 sides, I usually choose the largest or the longest side to start with. This is going to be my base. So here my longest side is YZ, which is 5 centimeters. So YZ is 5 centimeters. Then I get my compass and my ruler. I stretch the arms of my compass on 4 centimeters to draw XY. Then I will fix or put the sharp tip of my compass on the point Y, and I draw my arc. Then I'll move to the other side, which is XZ, which is 3 centimeters. Then I stretch the arms of my compass on 3 centimeters, fix the sharp tip of my compass on the point Z to draw my other arc, meeting the first arc at a point. يبقى دي point X from which I will drop or join my other 2 sides. Then from the point X, which is the point of intersection of my 2 arcs, I join the side YX and XZ, where YX is 4 centimeters and x is 3 centimeters. Now I have drawn my triangle. I put all the data on it, the points and the lengths of the sides. Now I'll draw my altitude XL. Since perpendicular on YZ, يبقى YZ is my base or my corresponding side or the opposite side to the point X, and I will drop the altitude from the point X. Of course, I put the ruler on YZ, my base. I get my set square, put it on the ruler, and I slide it to the right hand side till it meets X on its right side. Then I drop my altitude perpendicular on YZ. When you measure it using your ruler, you will find that XL is 2.5 centimeters. Okay, my dear friends, that's all for today. That's all for this semester. Study very well, get ready for your exams, practice a lot. See you, I will miss you. Bye.